What's up, fight fans? Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. What up to the fam? And what up to everyone in Mainman Mademan's boxing form? Hey, look, man. So the thing is this. I'm looking at the fanfare over this Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach fight, which I just recently caught Lamont Roach's last interview that he recently done while he was at the Jerome Boots Ennis fight, in which Lamont Roach said that he feels as though the fight is going to be postponed or pushed down until the end of January. Not sure exactly which date or what card, but he knows it's going to be pushed to January. Given that he's not a part of PBC, he's one of the last people to find out what's really going on. But the last thing that he heard was the end of January. So that's pretty consistent with a lot of the reporting that's been going on around about this fight. Now, the thing is, man, I know that Gervonta Davis has a huge fan base. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows Gervonta Davis. He's went viral several times. Y'all will see me taking up for Gervonta Davis. I'm a DC native. So yeah, I take up for Gervonta Davis when it comes to everyone else. However, when we go within the DMV, I'm going to always take up for my DC brethren. You know what I'm saying? And that is Lamont Roach. Salute to the Roaches. The thing is, man, I think that a lot of fans are clearly sleeping on Lamont Roach. You're looking at his knockouts and you're saying, there's no way that he can beat Gervonta Davis. He got 10 knockouts, main man. You're looking at the weight class that he fights in. He fights at 130 pounds, main man. There's no way that a smaller guy is going to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. But we all know that Lamont Roach has fought at higher weight classes, so naturally, he's a much bigger fighter. The one thing that slips between the cracks when it comes to Lamont Roach, and no one is even paying attention to, is that Lamont Roach may just be the best body puncher that Gervonta Davis has ever fought. That's the one thing that's really slipping through the cracks. The thing is, man, the Roaches, they think that they're going to shock the world. And they definitely got some tools in their toolbox that could definitely give Gervonta Davis some problems. Now, first off, Lamont Roach is a slow starter, just like Gervonta Davis is a slow starter. So we may not have that issue of, Lamont Roach doing so much stuff in it and tying himself out for the second half of the fight. He may be a live dog in the second half of that fight if he doesn't do a lot of moving and backtracking and, you know how it go, fight fans. If he doesn't do those things, which, once again, he is a slower starter, then he can be more, have a fuller gas tank in the second half of that fight than a lot of Tank Davis's former opponents. Also, his boxing ability is really good. You know what I'm saying? He's a really good outboxer. Really good jab, good southpaw, got a lot of dog in him as well. Yeah, he may not be the biggest puncher, but when you hit him and you want to go into a back and forth trade with him, he is definitely going to oblige you. But most importantly, what sticks out the most is his ability to land that left hook to the body. And see, as far as I can remember, everybody that get in there with Gervonta Tank Davis, where they kind of go to that back foot, they try to use their boxing ability to throw as many rounds in the bank, and Tank just coming forward, taking his time until he finally lands that final boom. But I look at it as, look, nobody attempts to go to Gervonta Davis's body. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly think that with Lamont Roach, bro, this is one of his specialties, fight fans. He's put a lot of fighters down to the body. And I just really think that if he focuses on Gervonta Tank Davis's body, then we might got some there. You know what I'm saying? People need to understand that one of Tank's biggest weaknesses is his tank. That's just the whole deal. You know what I'm saying? Tank Davis is just like Canelo Alvarez. This is why he's his favorite fighter. He's more of a 5 to 6 round fighter. This is why he knows he can't, do but so much early on, because he don't want to be depleted in those middle to late rounds, because Gervonta Davis's defense goes down many levels when he gets tired. You know what I'm saying? So I really think that, if Lamont Roach can pace himself properly early on, right? And then on top of that, then start to develop a body attack on Gervonta Davis, I think that this is going to be a very interesting fight. You go back, if anybody got some time, just go check out Lamont Roach's highlights here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure out of those highlights, you will see a lot of shots to the body. You know what I mean? So that can be key. If Lamont is hitting Tank to the body, taking the wind out of his sails, what does Gervonta Davis look like in the second half of that fight? And will he get pieced up? Because once again, when Tank gets tired, his defense goes down levels, fight fans. I mean, levels. So, now don't get me wrong. Tank is a good body puncher himself. And we know that Tank got some good firepower, you know what I'm saying? But I honestly think that Lamont Roach is tough. But at the end of the day, he'll get back up and he'll look to take that fight right back to Tank. And if Tank is not in the absolute best shape of his life, then those body shots can kind of pile up on him. And most importantly, Lamont can take him deep and try to drown him. You know what I'm saying? These are all very, very possibilities. Now, could Gervonta Davis, because he has an equalizer, land that shot and equalize the fight at any time? Absolutely, 100%. And that's something that Lamont Roach is going to have to keep his third eye open for. Stay to the outside. Stay vigilant. Try to see those punches coming as much as possible. And most importantly, don't be overly retreating away from Gervonta Davis. Meet him in the center of the ring and see what he got. You know what I'm saying? Mano with him. The thing is, Tank Davis is not going to engage in a big brawl but so long, because he is very mindful of his gas tank as well. This is why you don't see Tank doing too many brawls. He'll rather just kind of walk you down, applying pressure, letting you do all of the action, and then, you know, once you deplete yourself, he's still strong. There it is, you know what I mean? But that may not be the case with Lamont Roach. So in Lamont Roach's case, you got to be cerebral, bro. You got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Use tank against him. You know what I mean? Hit him to the body. Hit him to the navel. You know what I mean? Put those shots on him. But most importantly, don't overdo it in those first 3 to 4 rounds. I think if Lamont Roach kind of takes that advice and sticks to those type of things, he's going to be a problem for Tank, fight fans. He's going to be a problem. And I think a lot of people are really, once again, looking beyond his body attack, man. And that could be key. Riddle me this. When is the last time you seen somebody hitting Tank to the body on a consistent basis? Do we got a name, fight fans? Now, Leo Santa Cruz was a volume puncher, right? But hell, he didn't even kind of pile up punches on Tank body. When the last time we seen somebody pile up punches on Tank body? Frank Martin was moving and head hunting. Everyone else, Hector Garcia, same thing. I mean, who piled up punches on Gervonta Tank Davis's body? So I think that Lamont Roach needs to explore that option and see what happens when you touch the tank of Tank. I think I like that, fight fans. Real spill. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share. Rock the bells. I believe in Lamont Roach. I think that Lamont Roach has more than a fair chance. I think that Lamont Roach is a champion who's been resetted in his career and had to fight his own way back. He didn't give up. He didn't digress. You know what I'm saying? He didn't regress. You know what I'm saying? If anything, man, he just bossed up, became a world champion, and did what he had to do to win those fights. Now, I know a lot of people also, you look at the Jamel Herring fight. Man, he lost to Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring and Gervonta Davis has totally different dimensions. Jamel being a tall, rangy fighter working behind the jab, and Gervonta Davis being a smaller, shorter statue fighter, but just has a lot of power when he get up on you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you may have seen Lamont struggle against the Jamel Herrings of the world, but Jamel Herring and Gervonta Davis are night and day, fight fans. So we'll see, man. But, you know, it's going to be a really good scrap, I think. I'll be looking out for an official date. They're talking about sometime in January, towards the end of January. So I'm hoping for the best, man. And salute to both fighters, man. I think, and then, you know, first off, but keep in mind, this fight should definitely be happening out here in D.C. If they going to change the date, might well change the venue too, homie. You know the place going to fill up. All you need is about a week announcement out here, and that place going to be full to the rooftop. You know what I'm saying? People paying whatever. So bring the fight out here, man. This is their home turf, man. They got their whole, they whole fan bases are out here, man. I mean, come on, bro. This. You got 2 DMV natives, bro. You got to put it out here in the DMV. It just makes sense. I mean, from what we understand thus far, I mean, putting it out in Houston, it would have made sense if you would have had, say, I don't know, a David Benavidez on it. But, nah, bro, that fight need to be out here in the DMV all day. We'll talk about it real soon, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Share. Rock those bells. To the next video, family. Peace out.